in the seasonality of home values going down for the retail purchaser of homes, the person that is moving their kid in the summer because it's easier to switch in between school years versus right at the end of the first trimester, does that seasonality of residential home purchases affect the seasonality of investment home purchases?
Not typically. I mean, you got to think about what are the motivations for somebody who's selling their home and maybe moving into a new home, right? Are they carrying then two payments, or do they need to wait to sell the first house in order to move to the second house? And they have a shorter timeline to be able to manage everything as far as their kids' schools and whatnot, right? That's a lot of pressure. And at the end of the day, it's because they don't have a way to cover their payment every single month while they go and find that next home. So for like JWB, we don't have seasonality of prices, right? Our prices don't go down 12% in the winter. They don't go up 12% in the summer, just keeping it normalized, right? And the reason is because our assets pay for themselves every single month, right? So, our sales don't even go down in the winter typically, right? There's not this seasonality component. We're a very small microcosm of the entire macro sense. Then there's a lot of other motivations. And so if you're looking macro sense wise, and if you're looking to buy a house for you to live in, I would definitely say you could get a discount by buying in the winter versus then buying in the summer, but it doesn't work that way in the turnkey investment space. That's for JWB. And that's for some of our friends out there who are in the same space as us. You're just not going to see a lot of seasonality. It comes down to the fact that, listen, even in the worst case that our sales would decline, the assets pay for themselves every single month. So we'll just wait a little bit longer, collect the rent, collect the cash flow, and sell it when we sell it. So that's a great question, man. I'm sure that was on a lot of people's minds.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. Because I'm trying to decouple that, because immediately Sarah and Jennings asks, is this the best time to invest in the winter months? And to me, that sounds like not if you are investing in a turnkey passive investment home provider, right? Or a vertically integrated home provider. Maybe if you are an active investor and you are sourcing deals, then at that point, then you're trading a little bit of time for money. And maybe you find a deal of somebody that really needs to move because their kid is whatever, and you can find it. But if you are investing as a passive investor, it doesn't sound like it, but it does if you are looking for a home to live in and you're going to do the work yourself.
Yeah, I think if you're a retail owner occupant, you're looking for that next house to move in for your primary residence, I think that is a strategy for you to get a discount, right? Buy when other people are not buying as much, and you should be able to get a discount buying in the winter. In Jacksonville, it's been 12% on average over the years. So that's very real. In the investor side, either active or passive, I don't really see that being a strategy. On the active side, I don't see it being a strategy, because many times if you need to buy at the type of discounts to be a successful active investor, those opportunities are going to come at all hours of the day and all times of the year. It's largely going to be driven by whatever situation that was. There a foreclosure sale that you bought it from that foreclosure sale, right? Was there a distressed homeowner that needed to sell? You don't wait to try to find those opportunities at the end of the year to get the discount. You need to be pounding the payment at all hours of the day. So I don't think it applies for the active investor, and it definitely doesn't apply for a turnkey operator too, again, because they don't have an incentive to sell, right? Their properties should cash flow for themselves if they're in their inventory, if they're good at renting them out. There's not a motivation there.